Thanks, John.
That's the big thing. I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend for it, so I won't be there.
Our food order.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first I was looking at the agenda. Oh, we ain't got much cover, and then
I won't be there Saturday. We have a fundraiser and I gotta spend my day getting
I
ready
did the
for it.
same exact thing. I'm like, oh, nice.
we got a call or anything. Nothing like that.
DJ's like, my billable time's it's gonna be good.
No way.
He's gonna doubt if you exist.
And are you looking for fries or chips?
Some chips.
TJ, did you hand that over?
Yeah.
To Lori, thanks Lisa.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt you, you were working.
Oh, no, just making.
It's not for me.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were gonna, yeah,
We supposed to tell her what we wanna eat or?
yeah, you are.
Well, it doesn't say that, Lord.
It does too, it says, let me know.
Let me know what.
She sent us emails.
I sent you all emails too.
All right, it's 7 o'clock.
We'll
We'll call this regular city council meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Haderlein,
Present.
Schulz,
Here.
Lavallee.
Here.
Carncross.
Here.
Lancaster.
Here.
Gorman.
Here.
Perkins.
Here.
Here. Quorum is present, Mayor.
All right, thank you. At this time, is there anyone in the audience that wishes to address the city council for any item that is not on the agenda? This is your time to address city council. Seeing none, we'll move on from public comment to item number 4, which is the administration committee meeting minutes from October 11th, 2023. Seeks the action of the committee to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Got a motion by Haderlein, second by Gorman. Any comments or questions here? Clerk, call the roll.
Alderwoman Haderlein,
Yes.
Carncross,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 5 is the Community and Economic Development Committee meeting minutes from October 17th, 2023. Seeks the committee's action to approve the minutes as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Schulz, second by Lancaster. Any comments or questions here? Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Schulz,
Yes.
Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Luna. Yes. All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 6 is the consent agenda, items 6A through 6M. Are there any items on the consent agenda that City Council wishes to remove from the consent agenda? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion to approve consent agenda items 6A through 6M.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Haderlein. Comments, questions here? Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna. Yes. Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 7 is done since nothing was removed from the consent agenda. Item number 8 is the payment of the bills. Your action is requested to approve payment of the bills in an amount of $1,053,545.20.
Make a motion to approve payment of the bills.
Second.
Motion by Haderlein, second by Schulz. Comments or questions here? Clerk, call the roll.
Alderwoman Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Luna. Yes. Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right. Item number 9 is a petition for a driveway variation. The petitioner, Jose Ramirez, is present. Is requesting relief from section 19.15.b.3, driveways and private parking lots, to widen the driveway pursuant to the submitted petition to accommodate additional parking. The subject property is located at 900 Second Street, and your action is requested to approve or deny the petition.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Excuse me. Motion by Luna, second by Perkins. Any comments or questions here?
My only comment on this and question, I guess, is these come up a lot, like every month. Is there something that we could do, and this is a question for Donavan, I guess, that we could do from an ordinance standpoint, from an administrative standpoint, to have some way that in these situations where we know we're going to approve it, where there's a one-car garage, there's a narrow driveway, and it's going to make sense, is there some way that we can just have people be able to come in and get a permit instead of having to go to the council?
Absolutely. We discussed it briefly at the last Community Development Committee meeting. Currently, we're allowed as staff to approve a driveway widening up to 6 feet. If we can go up to 9 feet or perhaps 10 feet, I think it would alleviate all of these variation requests. So that's what we hope to bring to the next Community Development Committee meeting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna. Yes. Haderlein,
Yes?
Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-128.
All right, thank you. So the clerk will have all that ready for you, and you'll be good to go. Thank you.
I have one further question for
Oh, yeah.
for Donavan, though. Oh. He's out.
Donovan?
Would these require that the neighbors with adjoining properties be notified?
Correct.
Will that continue if we do this?
Well, I don't think it's necessary unless it's, no, it wouldn't. Because they have to appear before the council, per our ordinance, it requires that any adjacent property owner gets notified. So I would think that if perhaps it's on the side yard and it's getting close to the neighboring side yard, we might, I don't even know if we'd let them know. It's not encroaching. We could look at, when we redo it, to create some type of setback for driveways from a side yard lot line adjacent to a neighbor's, where currently accessory structures and things like that are 4 feet, so we can maintain that.
Well, the reason okay, so we're just saying then what we'll do with this is just basically change it so that on their own, all they need to do is get a permit and go.
Follow the guidelines that we set out and that you all approve, and then they'll still have to meet the lot coverage requirements. So whether it's 30%, depending on the zoning district, or 25%, what have you, and then impervious surface requirements as well. So there's still a couple of things that they'll have to meet in order to do it.
Yeah, which is part of the permitting process.
Correct. Yeah, I think maintaining a setback from an adjacent property owner is important because of watershed, stormwater coming off a driveway or shoveling snow, things like that. So having some type of setback, I think, is important.
Yeah, because if anybody's going to complain, it would probably be a neighbor. And if anybody would have an issue.
But we've done 20 of these
Yeah, I
and
know,
never
but-
had a complaint?
Every case, though, we sent out.
Correct,
No,
but we've never had to, what I'm saying is we've never
No,
had a
I-
complaint.
That's true, too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when we used to approve the size of larger garages. And that used to go actually to the zoning board and then to the city council. And then change the ordinance to say, okay, it can be a larger garage is fine. You can get a permit for it and here are the standards and whatnot. And now most of the zoning board meetings are canceled. Because that was sort of the bread and butter for many years.
Okay. That's it.
We'll take that under advisement as we draft the ordinance.
And that'll be in the Community Development Committee that'll end up kind of looking at that, so.
So just, I have a question on that. So what ordinance items are administration versus community, or is administration just like the nuisance?
That's a fair comment, because really,
Yeah.
ordinance really should go to your committee, but I think the idea of expanding this is started in their committee because, it's related to community development, and so, but in terms of the actual ordinance of, I think what would start in their committee gets kicked to your committee and then
Okay.
on the city council.
And I never saw it in the minutes for community development?
It was only briefly mentioned.
Oh, okay.
I think it was mentioned in their new business, just
Yeah, it
as,
was not.
Okay, must
It
have
was-
been a couple months ago?
No, it was this last month.
I
but it
just reread the minutes
the
for this
last-
last month and I did
But
not
it
see
wasn't-
it.
Because it was just mentioned in
Oh.
new business, but
It
it
was
wasn't.
not on the
Okay.
agenda.
Wasn't like
was
no
not on the
action was
agenda.
taken.
It was under new comments.
Okay.
That we maybe need to discuss it going forward,
Yes.
but it was not an
Okay.
agenda item.
Okay, thank you.
all right, thank you. So that completes item number 9. Item number 10 is.
Need to vote on that.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. We have a motion and a second, Luna and Perkins, we didn't actually vote, so.
Did it vote?
Oh, yes, you
We did
did.
vote, sorry. That's right, I'm sorry, we did. My
You have me all
apologies.
confused.
Charlie
I
had
have
the
my
question
marks here
after.
saying we did, okay,
Okay,
all right.
thank you.
Guilty.
My fault.
Thank you. Item number 10 is Christmas in Harvard, December 2nd. Your actions requested to approve Milk Day's request regarding Harmilda's Christmas Parade to be held December 2nd at 6 p.m. So that's 10A.
Motion to approve 10A.
Second.
Have a motion by Schulz, second by Lancaster. Comments or questions here? Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Perkins?
Yes.
Luna?
Yes.
Haderlein?
Yes.
Schulz?
Yes.
Lavallee?
Yes.
Carncross?
Yes.
Lancaster?
Yes.
Gorman?
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 10B is your actions requested to allow Tacos El Terribles request to operate a mobile food truck at Harvard Dickens Library and Harvard City Hall during the Christmas in Harvard event.
Motion to approve, but I do have a question. So do we not require them to carry insurance? The taco truck to be, no?
Well, I believe when there's an outdoor market, there's requirements to
For
do
McHenry
that.
County Health
Yes.
Department permit.
Yeah.
As long as they have that, they're okay. Because as far as I know, for them to get the certificate, they have to have insurance. So I was just a question.
Okay, so we have a motion.
I motion to approve.
You already have a motion. You need a second.
Yes. I'm seeking a second.
I'll second.
All right, a motion by Lunas and second by Lancaster. Any comments or questions further?
I just wanted to clarify, so this says it would be at Harvard Library and the City Hall during the Christmas in Harvard event, but then on the application it says from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.?
That's at the library, I think, and then at the parade later in the day.
Okay,
Ryan might have more.
I don't see anything on the application about later in the day. The application just says, it just says December 2nd, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., which is the hours that the library has.
That would be the
listed.
library, yes.
So the conversation that originally started with this was the library doing this kind of sort of.
Yep.
And then we have the eggnog job that day as well.
Right,
The Christmas parade and then the
Right.
tree.
right.
So the taco truck had concerns about coming out for just 2 hours. And so we worked in collaboration with the library to have a spot set up for them down here at City Hall, which they would be at for the remainder of the day.
Okay,
City Hall is actually our last resort spot. Ideally, we want to have them either at the Stringer lot or in the parking lot of CHP.
Okay.
If that's the same.
okay. Well, the application doesn't say that. The application just has it from 10 till 12. So,
And I can get with them and
yeah.
submit it up for correct time.
So how long would they be there? How long does the event,
Which event?
the Christmas in Harvard, so,
Well, so, I
and
should
all
say-
of the events that go along with
Yes,
it.
yeah, there's a ton of events that are
eggnog
held on
jog
it,
and-
yes.
Yeah,
So I think the
Extravaganza.
latest, last event would be the parade, which is scheduled at 6,
okay.
and then the tree lighting thereafter. That would be done 7:30. I mean, it's not very late.
So can we just make the motion to approve
Certainly,
it
so
until
if
7:30 or something?
If the motion, so that was Luna, would care to revise your motion to approve to call it 8 PM, then that would meet the criteria.
Amend the time frame, is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, to go until 8
To
PM.
go in, until 8 PM? Okay, to go until 8 PM.
Okay? All right, any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call a roll.
Alderwoman Luna?
Yes.
Haderlein?
Yes?
Schulz?
Yes.
Lavallee?
Yeah.
Carncross?
Yes.
Lancaster?
Yes.
Gorman?
Yes.
Perkins?
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, thank you. Item number 11 is the administration.
Sorry. Since we talking about Christmas in Harvard, has anyone brought up talking about any organizations doing the trees? Anyone come to the city with that?
We'll discuss that in our mayor's report.
Okay, perfect.
All right, item number 11 is Administration Committee recommendation to amend the fiscal year 23-24 budget. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt the proposed ordinance for a budget amendment for the police pension fund and to reallocate funds from the Route 14 sidewalks to engineering services for the police office sidewalk project. And I think that should be, is misplaced. It should be the post office sidewalk project.
I'll make that motion for the post office sidewalk project.
Perfect.
I'll second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Haderlein. Any comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk call a roll.
Alderwoman Haderlein?
Yes.
Schulz?
Yes.
Lavallee?
Yes.
Carncross?
Yes.
Lancaster?
Yes.
Gorman?
Yes.
Perkins?
Yes.
Luna? All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-129.
All right, thank you. Item number 12 is the Administration Committee's recommendation for the city sound permit. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation. There is an error here. It's to adopt an ordinance amending section 27.04E, which is city sound permit. What's listed is 26.04E, but the correct ordinance number is 27.04E.
Ours is updated.
Ours is
The website
updated.
was not
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, that's updated.
Yeah. Motion to
but-
approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion by Schulz and second by, is that Perkins? I think
Yes.
it's Perkins. All right, thank you. Comments, questions?
I'm sorry, what are we amending? I missed this reading.
So we tweaked the verbiage to include a reasonable person, the description as far as the volume at a distance, so that even though you might be at the required maximum or just under the maximum, but if your volume at a certain distance and that if it's still a nuisance to a reasonable person, then you can still be shut down or told to turn the volume down. If I've gotten through that. Okay.
So I believe line section 1E2 was changed to say shall not produce loud sounds or noise which could cause distress or adversely impact or cause a disturbance of the peace to a reasonable person, is what was inserted. And then it goes on to say at a distance greater than 100 feet from the location of the device. And then section 1E3 went on to say the permit shall not allow loud sounds or noise which could cause distress or adversely impact or cause a disturbance of the peace to a reasonable person within 50 feet of a school or church during the hours they are in session, or within 50 feet of a hospital or nursing home.
basically gives the police department a little bit more flexibility to make an
Because,
on-the-spot call on
right.
whether it's considered.
Because
too loud.
otherwise it was just based on a decibel.
Yeah.
Was loud, there were definitions of at some decibel, which may or may not be measured.
One decibel
Yeah.
reading, when we did the discussion,
Yeah.
it's too hard to get a solid decibel reading, because, I mean, if you're sitting by 14 and a semi-truck is driving by, it's going to be louder than the music
Right.
on the decibel reading.
Right.
So this is to give it a little bit more flexibility.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question? Okay. Do you have anything further?
Not this time, Mayor.
Okay. Anyone else have anything further? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna. Yes. Haderlein.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-130.
All right, thank you. Item number 13 is the Administration Committee recommendation for backyard chickens. The committee recommended to send the matter regarding backyard chickens to the City Council to make a determination whether or not to propose a zoning text amendment to go before the Planning and Zoning Commission for a public hearing. So you are being asked to whether you want to proceed with the recommendation of the Administration Committee to send the issue to the Planning and Zoning for a text amendment. That would be, if you vote to do that, the city would present that text amendment on behalf of the City Council. So at the next, which I think would end up being the December Planning and Zoning Commission, because we're too close to the November
It's already been
one.
canceled.
Yes, because
November.
it's within the printing period. So, what's your pleasure?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion by Perkins, a second by Haderlein to make sure we're clear here, to send the matter of backyard chickens to propose a zoning text amendment before Planning and Zoning. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Lavallee,
No.
Carncross,
No.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna. Yes. Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-2.
All right, thank you. Then this matter will go before Planning and Zoning and the December Planning and Zoning meeting, which would be the first Tuesday in December. I'm not sure what that date will be.
Yeah, it's December 5th,
December 5th. All right, very good. Thank you.
7 p.m.
And that'll be held right here in this room. Okay, item number 14 is the Community and Economic Development Committee recommendation, building fees and building permits and fees. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt an ordinance amending section 20.06 building and permit fees.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Schulz, second by Lancaster. Any comments here? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna. Yes. Haderlein. Yes. Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-131.
All right, thank you. Item number 15 is the Community and Economic Development Committee recommendations for Safe Built. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to enter into an agreement with Safe Built Illinois LLC and to authorize the mayor to execute the agreement.
Motion to approve.
I got a question. What is Safe Build gonna do that we're not already getting?
Donovan. Sorry.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
anyway, so thank you.
We currently use BNF for plan reviews and inspections that Ann or I can't do. Safe Built is offering to do our plan reviews, but also provide the permitting code enforcement, contractor licensing, and potentially business licensing. It's all within the same software if we ever do business licenses at no cost to the city. So if at any point we decide to not use SafeBuilt for plan review services, we still get to maintain the software at no cost to the city. This is up to 3 users. At the Community Development Committee meeting, it was asked what the cost was to add a user. I haven't gotten that cost yet, but at this time, 3 users is plenty. So SafeBuilt will still be doing inspections for us, just not the plan reviews, and only specialized inspections.
And is this on a year to year, it's a 5-year, it's a, how long's the contract?
The agreement for plan review services, I believe, is a
12 months?
12-month. I can't recall if it was 3 years or 12 months. I think it's 12 months.
It automatically renews until such time as either party notifies the other of their desire to terminate.
So I used SafeBuilt in the previous municipality that I worked at. They have a national team of plan reviewers. The majority of their reviews are done within 5 business days. Everything's done electronically, and so we'll get the fees for each plan review that they do before permit issuance, so we can tack on those fees at the time of permit issuance. So it's no cost to the city at that point. You're welcome.
All right, I have a motion and need a second.
I'll second.
Second by Lancaster. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderwoman Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Luna. Yes. Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
All right, thank you. At this time, we'll move to department head reports. I'm going to start with Donavan, if you could step up to the podium, please.
Started a trend, so I'll just stay up here. Excited to say that Tomasz has started his 3rd foundation over there on A Street, so the 3rd duplex is dug. If you go by there, you'll see that the walls on the first lot have gone up, so he's quickly moving along on that project. That's exciting to see. We received 2 more permits for single-family homes from a local developer, Lori Weber, and those are over on 6th Street. I believe she has 6 or 8 lots over there. And these homes are kind of a postmodern looking home. They got detached garages. They're approximately 1,200 square feet. No basements, so a great home to downsize into. Don't know if the cost will classify it as a starter home, but could be a nice starter home as well. So it'll be nice to see that going in over there, especially with the concept that she has. It's a great looking house. Also excited to announce that I was walking in downtown yesterday and noticed some work going on in the Firehouse Depot, so I knocked on the door. 3 partners have leased a space to open up another coffee shop there, so it'll be great to have that coffee shop in our downtown. They expect to be open by Thanksgiving. We don't have the name of the business or anything like that yet, but they will be emailing that to us soon. Dunkin' Donuts is progressing nicely. We're still waiting for Dunkin' Corporate to provide us with the interior build-out plan so they can get going on the interior. They hire a contractor to do the building and site work, and then Dunkin' has their own team come in and do the interior build-out. The Ford expansion is moving along nicely. Had an opportunity.
Duncan have a proposed date when they're gonna?
They don't.
They don't?
No. And I'd be afraid to share it if they did, at this point. Because that always backfires.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity last week to attend IEDC, International Economic Development Council training for economic developers, on economic development. Lou attended as well. And thank you for that opportunity. Lou was able to secure grants for both of us, so it was no cost to the city. Just a long drive to Naperville each day. But there we learned from economic development gurus over 4 days on different economic development theories, some things that they've done in their own municipalities and across the country that they've been successful with that we hope to bring to Harvard. One of those things is your business retention and expansion meetings that we'll be setting up with our local businesses to learn about employees, to learn about any expansion that they have planned for the future. It's a good time to catch those types of things before they start looking at other towns. And then just to see what we can do as a municipality to help them out, to help them succeed. So we'll probably be starting those in early 2024, once we develop a nice program and plan for it. So we're just not going in there blind. Today, Administrator Leone and I also attended John Schallert seminar from the Schallert Group. It was the topic was becoming a destination business to increase sales and profits. So it was held at the Holiday Inn at Crystal Lake. The mayor had, asked us if we were interested in going. It was a great seminar. What John does is teach small businesses on how to put themselves on the map and how to expand and all that. So I think we were probably the only municipality there amongst a bunch of small business owners. So thinking of ways that we can bring John out to Harvard in the future to have the same type of workshop with our businesses to make Harvard a destination, each business a destination. And then thank you to those that attended the Greenway Storage grand opening last Saturday and the Edward Jones, Megan Kirchner's new place at 100 South Air Street, her grand opening as well. Been working with Don, the owners of the Don Chepe grocery store, awesome small grocery store there at 201 South Air Street. Because of the work that Rob has been doing in front of their place, they want to update the facade of their building. So we started talking about the revolving loan fund and how that will work. So we're going to provide them with some more information, and they'll be looking to apply soon. So it'll be nice to see that building dressed up as well. Any questions? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Rob?
I'll try to keep it short and sweet, just a few updates. Air Street's progressing along, even though it doesn't look like anything's happening at times. Underground's going in, electric's in, they're putting the concrete for the poles. Right now, I'm going to meet with the new project manager Thursday. The project manager that we had working on this with us is not with the company anymore. So just doing a little bit of catch up there. We placed the signs in front of the Star Line for no parking, loading only. Still waiting on signs for Dogs Way. We recently did ISO testing for the fire department. Happy to say that we have a lot of fire flow and all of our stuff looks good. So we have the equipment here to do it. So we're going to be doing that more often, including, I guess, the health department now looks at the trailer homes off of Northfield. They want to see that there's adequate fire flow in those areas in order to approve the permit. So we just did that today. Besides that, staff was out playing with hot mix at the beginning of the month, and we did do a decent sized patch over at the wastewater treatment plant. And the guys all came together, we knocked some dust off, and were able to lay down 16 tons on a couple lifts and pave a little area over there. So proof of concept works. We'll start doing more of it next year. But other than that, report is submitted.
Rob, in front of the Star Line,
Yes.
I know like last Wednesday, the one sign is about 20 feet off the door to the right.
Mhm.
Well, there were cars
Still parked.
after that sign. So there's two signs, right? Well, after that sign in front of that door, there were 3 cars in front of that door, and they were there. It wasn't a load-unload situation.
Right.
They were
And
there for like 45 minutes.
It's difficult to put signage right by that door
Yeah, I
where it's
get
going
it.
to be a hazard. So,
But still, what it causes is you have to stop so other cars can come.
right.
I mean, it just,
We can, if there's desire to, this is something that maybe we can paint as well. So that way the zones will be more delineated, even if we just do maybe a foot section with some crosshatch that goes all the way down.
In this situation, it might be warranted to go that route.
So,
thank you. I just
Yeah.
wanted to let you know.
and if that's the direction that council would like to take
We'll
it,
see
that's
how
something
it is
we can do.
tomorrow. I'm there, so I'll be at the station.
Rob,
I'm fine with going forward.
one quick
whatever
thing,
we need to do to make it
and the only
clear.
reason is because of Air
There's a
Street,
lot
that
of
block
habitual
is being
parkers there, too.
closed.
So I think
I noticed,
painted,
I don't know
yeah.
if that property, that tree's in the easement, but it's off of Johnson and Washington on the south, east corner right there.
Mhm.
It blocks that stop sign.
Okay.
So luckily, not a lot of people usually use it, but right now a lot of people are.
Yeah.
But just the safety issue, people not being able to see that might, I don't know if it's in our easement. It looks like it could be, but there's no sidewalk there, so you can't tell.
We can take a look.
So yeah, if you
Yeah.
don't mind, thank you.
Rob, one last thing is the PRV valve replacement.
Yes.
Is that all done? Good to
The
go?
PRV valve replacement is done. That was the last valve that we had to replace. Jim Grant's done such a great job taking care of the water system that this was something that he sort of had an eye on, and so we're done with that work.
Okay.
We shouldn't have to shut the water off and back on anymore, but with this ISO testing, with Jim's normal flushing, we had hydrants on and off all over the city, and we did field a couple of complaints for discolored water. But
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Jim Grant is on vacation this week. Did you have an update for challenges we have?
Well 9, the pump and some minor repair work is completed, and the well is now fully online.
All right, thank you. Ryan?
Report is submitted, Mayor. Just got a couple of programs that I want to remind everybody that's live. So we got our Eggnog Jog on December 2nd. Registration is open for that, and it's still under early bird registration as well. We have the Zumba program that's live that's going to be kicking off here pretty soon. The Gingerbread Showdown, which is our gingerbread house building contest for the year, that's going to start being dropped off. Our gingerbreads are going to start flooding City Hall hopefully around that first weekend, or that last week in November, up to December 1st. And then we got our Limber Life, which is focusing on flexibility and mobility. That registration is still open. And then basketball season is here pretty much. We got about 2 weeks, I think, before we start kicking off practice. And then hopefully next week we'll get the water main attached up at the dog park. And then just a little side note, I was out at Milky Way today dropping some stuff off in the barn, and I saw an individual in a wheelchair using the sidewalks back to the dog park. So our concept worked with that. So other than that, report is submitted, Mayor.
I have one question was on, now I'm going to lose it, as you were going through your report. Oh, I know. Do we need more sponsors for the basketball program?
So I'll know more tomorrow,
Okay,
hopefully. I received an email that's promising, and
Okay.
I'll have more information.
all right. Well, if let us know so we can try and gather more if we need.
Will do.
All right, thanks. Chief? All right. How are our officers doing?
Doing well. Keeping busy.
Okay. Our new guys?
He's doing well. He's about 3/4 of the way through, and he's doing very well.
All right, thank you. All right, so then we move on to committee reports. We'll start with Dan.
I've noticed that the Facebook posts from City Public Works has been much more informative, and it's improved quite a bit as far as how much communication, especially the discolored water. I thought that your post was very informative and kind of handled that very quickly to explain what was going on. So, and your communication for picking up the leaves and the brush and that kind of stuff has been much more timely. So I appreciate the effort that's been put into making sure those communications are much more thorough. So other than that,
All right.
that's all I had this evening.
John?
Nothing, Mayor.
Jay?
I want to thank Ryan and the park board for the changes to the dog park. They've been very well received. And that's it. Thank you.
All right. Lisa?
Just a couple things from the library's meeting. So coming up, they're participating in this Big Read program sponsored by the Illinois Humanities, and it's where you try to get a lot of people in the community reading the same books at the same time, and then having discussion sessions. And they're both, it's Reconsidering the American Dream is the theme, and so the books are Heartland, a memoir of working hard and being broke in the richest country on earth by Sarah Smarsh, and Infinite Country by Patricia Engel. And so they'll be over a 4-month period, I think, starting in December. They'll be having discussions in different locations, not just at the library, trying to encourage the community to come out and have a discussion about the same books, which is, I think, kind of a cool idea.
A citywide book club.
Exactly. Yes. My other thing with the library is the broken window. that, that apparently sometimes when we have, it's happened twice with, somebody who's maybe not used to mowing in the back where all the windows are at the library, if you're mowing in a direction where the material is shooting out towards the windows, sometimes there are rocks, and sometimes those rocks hit the window, and twice it's broken the window. And so I know that, I don't know what the process is to make sure that it's always mowed in the other direction, but the library has no control over the mowing. The city does the mowing, and, yeah. And so-
Brian, or I'm sorry, Rob, can you take that as an action item then?
I can, so, not being completely familiar with the situation, I would just make sure that discharge chutes are down, flaps are closed. You know, there is always a chance of an errant rock or something that comes underneath the deck, but lessening the chances will
Right.
we'll
And,
make
but it
adjustments.
does, I mean, it does blow in one direction, so it's, I mean,
Yes.
it's easy, because there's rocks right in back of the windows.
Mhm.
And so when you're right closest to that, that's when you're most likely to actually get a
Sure.
rock and shoot it in. So as long as they're going in the correct direction and not shooting it in that direction at all.
I'll make
It
sure
should
we're
be a
taking the
problem,
proper steps.
so, Thank you.
No problem.
On that, Karen has submitted the invoice.
Okay.
So I just needed to speak with her to complete my report before submitting it for
Okay.
reimbursement.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, anything else?
No, admin committee is going to be on the 20th of November.
At 6:30?
At 6:30.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
that's
it was
right, at 7. Oh,
That's why I asked.
oh, it says 6:30 on,
Does it still say 6:30
yes.
on there?
Okay,
Usually the city clerk knows when things are.
she does. She absolutely does.
All right, Rosa, you have anything tonight?
No, I don't have anything today.
All right, Matt,
Nothing further, Mayor.
Charlie?
Nothing to report.
All right, thank you. Lori, nothing, okay. Treasurer's report. All right, attorney's report.
No report, Mayor.
Administrator's report.
Just, it's been a busy month, and we're starting to make the preps for colder weather. I'm not going to say the S word.
Salt?
Salt. Smiles.
It is bad word.
Yeah, it's just been a very busy month and productive month for the city.
All right, thank you. Clerk's report.
I have upcoming meeting dates. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, is your Strategic Vision Workshop, both beginning at 9 a.m. Here in the Community Hall. The Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for November 7th has been canceled. Park Board meets on November 20th at 6, followed by the Administration Committee meeting at 7 p.m. And then the next regular City Council meeting is November 28th at 7 p.m. Will there be a Community and Economic Development Committee meeting?
We were planning on having one, yes. Well, we were going to wait,
Yeah,
we were going
didn't
to wait
a
to set
date.
the date at this meeting.
Would the 21st or 22nd work for anybody? Or for everybody?
It'll be hard to get those, because we have to send out council pack.
Oh, that's right.
Closed hearing here.
What about the 15th, well, the 15th or 16th? Which is
I
on
don't,
Wednesday, Thursday.
I don't have a problem with either day.
I can't do the 16th, I can do the 15th.
Okay. Everybody else, what's the 15th look like? 15th? Okay. We're good?
6:30?
Okay. Yeah, we'll do 15th at 6:30 if that's okay.
And I'll notify the interested parties.
Do you think it'll be, how are we doing on that grant application? We heard anything back on the,
For the feasibility study,
yeah,
I've not heard back yet, but
okay. I'd like to discuss it if we can
Right.
on the agenda. If the grant's not back, that's fine. We can still, I guess, put it on the agenda for an update, and then if there's
Okay.
not enough information, we can strike it when we get there.
Okay.
All right.
Did you set that for 6:30? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Is 6:30 gonna be tough for you?
No, I
Okay.
didn't catch that to
Okay.
put it in.
I mean, we can, just want to make sure that we don't have any issues, because I want to try to get the interested parties in if we can. If they do express issues with the time, just let us know, so that way we can adjust, but we'll try to make accommodation if we can.
Okay, thank you. Anything further?
That is all I have.
Okay. For the mayor's report, one, I just want to reiterate about the visioning workshop that's this week, Friday and Saturday. I know not everybody can make both days, but I will appeal to you if you can to please attend and please come ready to talk. I mean, this really is your chance to kind of reshape that to what it needs to be and needs updating. So that's looking forward to engaging with all of you all on that. And then for Christmas in Harvard, one of the comments you had was the Festival of the Trees. So Sandra Alacar, I think is her name, is going to do it again. She is looking for volunteers. So if you know anyone that's interested in volunteering, and I think she'll also be seeking sponsors to sponsor the trees again this year. So, but that is underway, and I think that's really all I have to share tonight. So I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Lancaster. Clerk, call a roll.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.